What's up and welcome to the Phillips fam baby journey. I'm Requill, as my icy necklace say, and I'm gonna need everybody that is a newbie to this channel to go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the family. And I want everybody to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and like it now. Today is Mother's Day. So of course I gotta give a shout out to all the mamas, the step mamas, the fur mamas, the god mamas, any lady out there. Pretty much happy Mother's Day, because I know that you have been a mentor or inspiration to somebody else, which is pretty much what a mama is. Especially to my ladies who are currently having difficulties conceiving. I know for me, Mother's Day used to be kind of a sad day because I didn't have children of my own and I was struggling in the process. So it wasn't, the best day of the year. But now that I got, almost 2-year-old, and I'm currently pregnant right now and I'm due in a couple months here, I don't have that, sadness in my heart no more. But I just still want to support my sisters who are still in the struggle and on their journey to becoming a mama. All right, so with that, this video is all about things they don't tell you about when you become a mom, because I feel like there were some things that I was ill prepared for. So I'm trying to help y'all out here, because sharing is caring. So let's hop into it. The very first thing is that after you have your baby, you may not be super connected to them. Now, you would think that somebody who struggled with infertility like myself would be over the moon, instantly in love, overjoyed, just love spilling from my heart for my child. But once they placed my daughter on my chest after I gave birth to her via C-section, it was a disconnect for me for a couple weeks. Like, yeah, I know I'm supposed to love her, but I didn't feel like an intense, like, oh my gosh, like I would just lay down and give my life and die for her right now type of love that I was expecting to feel. So think of it this way. So you go on a date with a guy, he cute enough, he nice enough, you like him, but I mean, you have, you're a little indifferent to it. I wouldn't even say indifferent, but you're not invested in them per se. But you continue to date a couple years, you build that relationship, you learn who this person is, and then you have this incredible bond where you are deeply in love. And I feel like that's kind of what happened with me and my daughter. So it wasn't like, something that took years or anything, I would say, but at least for the first 3 weeks or so, I was questioning, like, why did I want to become a mama? what did I want this so bad for? Because it was rough. It was such an adjustment, such a huge change to my life, that I thought I knew what was going to go on, like what would be expected to be a mom. Like everybody likes to tell you how hard it is. But like those first 3 weeks, it's like, what? Wait, hold up. What did I just sign up for? Like, this is intense. But I can imagine my life without my daughter Legacy. Love her to pieces. Love her. I mean, now I have those feelings where my heart is just bursting with joy. I'm thinking about, what is she doing all day long? What does she want for breakfast? What does she want for her birthday? What does she want for Christmas? What can I do to make her happy? What can I do to make her, smarter? It is all about that baby, and soon it's going to be all about Legend as well, because it's enough love to go around for both of these babies. Number 2 on the list, this is going to be kind of morbid. So at least for me, I think about death a whole lot now. As soon as I became pregnant with my daughter, I don't know, I just always had, like, you'd read these articles about how there's a high mortality rate for African-American women giving birth. And so from that point on, like, it's always like, oh my gosh, like I could possibly, die in a car crash today, or die giving birth, or some freak accident, like, I fall in my pool and get stuck or something and drown. And who's going to take care of my baby? How are my babies going to be provided for? What if my husband dies too? And so, all this type of stuff goes through my head literally like on a daily basis. Like pretty much every decision I make now, it's like, can I die? Will I die from this? Like, will my children be motherless if I do this activity? Like I've been skydiving before. There's no way now that you couldn't pay me to jump out of a plane now, because I would be too afraid to do it, because I'd be like, what if something go wrong? Who gonna take care of my babies? Like that is like my number 1 priority, to make sure that they are always taken care of. And like I said, like I've never thought about death this much in my life. Lord, I am definitely not ready to go. Please, please, God, don't take me. Keep me here on this earth to take care of my babies, because I want to be here to see them grow up, see, everything that happens in their life. So just, I ain't ready to go, but I think about it a lot. Number 3, if you was a prissy person, like, oh my gosh, you burped or you farted or that's poop or that's pee or throw up, girl, bye. Because once that baby come, ain't nothing gonna be disgusting anymore. Point blank, period. Like, I'd have been pooped on, I'd have been peed on, I'd have been through, I have had her throw up on me. I've had her put disgusting things in my mouth. Like, what is going on? Like, I've had, poop in my hair. Like, nothing is disgusting anymore. You just clean it up, disinfect it, and move on with life. Because you realize that's what you do when you love somebody. Like, you just deal with that shit literally. And you would think that as they grow older, like, it would become like less gross or whatnot. But we potty training right now, and catastrophes are still happening, because if she poop in a diaper and not in the toilet, oh, she taking that diaper off immediately wherever she at. What if I'm watching her or not, honey? So it'll be poop on the couch, poop on the floor, and you just walk in the room and just like, what happened here? But you you just laugh about it, clean it up, disinfect it, and move on, instead of just being totally grossed out about it. Like, if you ain't got kids and you walk into some of the scenes I've walked into, you'll be ready to sell your whole house. Be like, this house is possessed, it's haunted. I gotta go. I can't live here anymore. Like, this is nasty, but nothing is no longer nasty. Number 4, although I do think about death a lot, I also think about life a lot. I think about my grandbabies. I'm like, I'm going to be 40 next year. And a lot of my friends are already becoming grandmothers now. And I'm just now having, I'm having baby number 2 right now. And I think about, oh my gosh, like, am I going to be around to meet my grandkids? And I think about who they're going to marry and what kind of careers they're going to have and what they possibly may look like. I have this whole life for my children and my grandchildren planned out on my head. Now, I know that, it's a fairy tale and it's not going to happen the way that I envision it. But I'm hoping that I'm raising my kids, right, that they make some good decisions that, help them lead lives that go to something big, because I want them to be change makers in the world, all right? But I'm also realistic, so I'm not going to try to hold them to, keep them in this box, So I'm not going to be one of the type of moms trying to live through my kids or anything like that. But I do a lot of daydreaming about the future and my grandkids. And I'm thinking about my grandkids, and my own kids ain't even old enough to even have kids. Child, is crazy. But that's just how my mind be working. And then the 5th thing about becoming a mom, you have more grace for other moms, including your own. You become less critical of the way that you're raised by your mom. Now, some of y'all may have some perfect mamas out there, okay? But I'm not trying to fire no shots at nobody, especially on Mother's Day. But me and my mama, we did have some issues. There was a lot of friction, a lot of headbutting. Like, I was even kicked out the house. Like, I went to live with my grandparents at 15 because it just was not working. And so that left a lot of just friction between the two of us, even in our adult years, because I didn't agree with some of the decisions that she made as a parent. And in my mind, it's like, I would have never did such a thing. Like, but I didn't have kids at that point, so I don't know what I would have did. And so it makes you realize that hopefully that she was making the decision that she thought was best at the time, even though it was not. Because when you make a decision as a parent, you don't know if it's really the right decision until possibly years later down the line, because you can't see what those results are going to be. You make a decision in the instant of a moment that's going to, not have the repercussions, pop up until years later. So, like I said, once I had my own daughter, it made me look at my mother in a different light, to be like, you know what? Maybe, if she wasn't, just trying to be evil on purpose in my teenage mind. Maybe, there was some rhyme or some reason to why she did what she did, and just to give her a little bit of grace and mercy on that, because I'm hoping that, if the decisions that I make for my daughter, are not the ones that she is the happiest with, or she thinks is the best, once she has her own children, she'll think about it. She'll like, man, me and her mama hard. Like, I need to cut my mama some slack. Like, she was doing the best that she could, but She ain't gonna get there until she have her own kids, and he ain't gonna get there until, you know, he have his own kids as well. But like I said, that's knowledge that you do not get until the shoe is on the other foot. Okay? Well, I just wanted to share with you guys some things that, you know, I learned once I became a mom so that I can help y'all out. But if you have not done so already, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, like the video, give it a thumbs up. And until next week, remember your miracle's on the way. I'm out.